Chaos, disaster, global panic. It's not over-the-counter World Cup ticket sales, but Europe. More right after this. Molo Sanibona, hello, how's it? I'm Tim Modise and you're watching ZA News because here you can. A giant cloud of ash from the erupting Eyjafjallajökull volcano in Iceland has brought air traffic over northern Europe to a complete shutdown. And most of the so-called civilized world finds itself grinding to a halt.
Gesundheit.
Gunther, is that you?
Jawohl, ich bin hier, Heidi.
Gunther, is that an Alp in your lederhosen, or are you just pleased to see me?
I think I am just pleased to see you, Heidi.
Oh, sehr gut, Gunther.
Why don't we play Heidi the Sausage?
Meanwhile, Southern Africa has experienced its own infrastructural breakdown due to rising volcanic pressures. Gaseous discharges, blasts of hot air, and murky eruptions have virtually paralyzed the subcontinent. Despite all this, Julius Malema continues to attract support within the party. Some party stalwarts are siding with him against President Zuma.
But please, Comrade Gogo, you are a legend of the revolution. You must help me against the counter-revolutionaries.
Oh, my dear boy, I'm so sorry, but goodness knows how I will be able to find time for this trivial squabble.
No, please, Comrade Winnie. My enemies are very strong.
You know, Julius, I'm so busy. There are matters with the Algerians, the Cubans, and the women in the Sahara.
There are assassins after me.
Besides, I would be going against the wishes of the president.
Gogo, when I'm chief and make the mines belong to the people, I will give you some of mine.
Julius, you are my spiritual grandson. You know that. How can I ever let you down?
Former President Thabo has flown to the Sudan for urgent diplomatic negotiations to secure the release of South African peacemakers kidnapped in war-torn Darfur.
Amagwen, siyanisigalela, siyanibhulela, siyanamkela ngezandla ezishushu. Halala Thabo Mbeki, halala Thabo Mbeki. Oh yes, the mighty procrastinator on clipwings of the silver tongues, with his pipe, with his vast experience of single malts, his best of volume William Butler, his poetry, one of avuncular man, of such intellect that the elephants yawn and retreat to the watering hole. He who fears not deadlock, he who browbeats and draws from the jaws of even certain victory a vague compromise. Makos, Thabo Mbeki, wena zizi, halala Thabo Mbeki.
Oh yes, that's me.
Why are we doing this? Because yeah, we can. Until next time, goodbye, good luck, and futsek.
Hey Tim, do you know Thabo Mbeki? He's even on Facebook. Halala! He's going to poke you.
This volcano in Iceland, it created such chaos across the world. You know, nature belittles us.
Yes, Desmond. I was supposed to fly today, but my plane was cancelled and now I'm stuck here.
Oh, you didn't tell me. Where were you supposed to go?
Oh, I don't remember. Somewhere up there, London or Paris, Oslo maybe.
Really?
Oh, you know, I get on these flights, fall asleep, and then on the other side, there is always someone to pick me.
Yes, I've had that experience too.
You know, sometimes it is this person, the Irish one, Bob Geldof, who is meeting you or the Spice Girl, Annie Lennox, or one of these supermodels, this Campbell girl. Who is her name? Naomi.
Oh, yes, that one. I know what you mean, Dada.
Do you, Desmond?
Well, not really. You know, these supermodels, they never really want to be photographed with me. I don't know why.
It is not a competition, Desmond.
Easy for you to say, Prince Charming.
Ah, there you go again.
I told you I'm not going anywhere. These flights are grounded.
Bloody agent!
The European Union has reduced the size of the no-fly zone created by the cloud of volcanic ash, allowing the resumption of a limited number of airline flights. But on the ground, the situation is generating chaos.
Oh, Gunther!
Oh, mein Schatzi.
Oh, Gunther, you are sehr strong.
Liebling.
I can feel your hands are all over me, Gunther.
Ja.
Yeah, on mein shoulders and mein breasts and mein arms and mein back and mein legs, the whole body, Gunther.
Your back? I am not touching your back or your legs. My hands are here and here.
Then who?
Eso pesados, signora.
Oh, hello, what is your name?
I'm Carlos Alberto Pereira, a footballer coach for Bafana. My South African boys, they are here somewhere. You have lost your football team? See, it's somewhere here. You people, you can kick the ball, you play the football, you're not busy later.
Eugene Terreblanche has apologized for tarring and feathering an Afrikaner academic more than 30 years ago. This is according to the slain right-winger's memoirs, which are to be published next month.
Oh, Bantustan, what is the matter with you, stinky boor? You have to be a racist monster, not a rubbish. What is saying sorry?
Okay, master.
This feather stuff and the tar, you must show me how to do it with the bloody agents and the journalists and the communists. Take the tar and these feathers. You bloody boor! Do you know who I am? What? Vak, quack, 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 quack.
Little darky.
Hey, who are you calling darky?
Meanwhile, the investigation into Terreblanche's death continues, and we now go to our investigative reporter, our very own dung beetle, for the unsavory details. We must warn our sensitive viewers here. Mahindra?
Yes, Tim. It seems that the allegations regarding the sordid sex business are not without some substance.
Substance?
Yes, Tim. There was substance about the place.
I see.
At the risk of being speculative, I can reveal that, Mr. Terreblanche was also still wearing his boots.
His boots?
Yes, Tim. Unbelievable as it may sound, Mr. Terreblanche was trying to take his trousers off before his boots. As they say here, the plot in Ventersdorp is getting thicker and thicker, Tim. Reporting live, this is Mahendra Raghunath, and this is my...
Some 300,000 men turned up at the last of evangelist Farmer Angus Buchan's rallies to be told they must be mighty men, not sissies. Springbok coach Peter de Villiers was there.
Yeah, Tim, it was very inspirational. Flippin' hell, this Angus Maraki, he was telling us to be like hairy guys with a leather belt, and he said it there.
But coach, why only men? Why no women and children at these rallies?
No, because it's very mighty men, It's not mighty men and women and kiddies, If that was the Bliksom's case, well, what would be the point? When the guys go to war, Victor and Buckies, when they run out of the field, the girlfriends must be in the stands. They mustn't be there, or they must be in the house, making the salad and the kids and that type of thing,
Tell me, Tada, have you been following the South African Music Awards?
Oh, the summers. Well, let me say, I kept one ear on what was going on. The more deaf ear.
I take it then, Tada, that this modern music is not up your street.
Desmond, it's been a while since I was up that street.
I have heard of that street, Tada. It was somewhere in Sophia Town, near the back of the moon she been. And that Miriam Makeba, God bless her, she was singing there.
No, Desmond. I was thinking more of the Manhattan Brothers.
Yes, Tada, they were champions.
Desmond, it was something special when they were on the radio.
Yes, of course, it was only the radio. I mean, you tell these young people that we didn't have a television or the computer or the iPod, and they think you are some kind of dinosaur.
Yes, Desmond. Or in those days, we used our ears to decide what music was good, not a television.
And it was better not so, Tada.
Not really, Desmond. That girl who won the Best Female Artist Award at the Summers, Lyra, I would never have known about her if it wasn't for television.
She was good?
Good to look at.
I can hear you, Dada.
Sometimes they switch off the television and I can't listen to the music at all.
Charges have yet to be formulated against the Youth League's president. Will Julius Malema face a disciplinary ANC hearing or will he not?
What is going on, boss? Am I free? Am I innocent now? Can I go?
Patience, Julius.
But in the newspapers, it is saying the charges are not going to be brought.
But that was then. And then the matter changed again.
How? Boss,
it is not fair. But don't you want your day in court, Julius? It is very good for you. All your supporters outside singing and dancing and ululating, demonstrating.
How? Will the people say I'm like Jesus because I'm being crucified?
Well, I wouldn't go that far, Julius. The city of Cape Town has drawn criticism for forcing its homeless to relocate to a temporary settlement called Blackisdorp ahead of the World Cup. Mrs. Zille, the residents of Blackisdorp say it's nothing more than a concentration camp.
Oh, that is complete nonsense, Tim. It's nothing of the sort. It's an informal settlement with services, and incidentally, no one has been forced to do anything.
You are not holding them there against their will?
No, they can leave any time.
They can?
Provided, of course, that they find a place to stay in the city and some gainful employment, and maybe even some decent clothes. And I would also like to see them with some banking details as well, and I want them to be up to date with their rates. And of course, their garbage should be separated into stuff which can be recycled and stuff which can't. And if they haven't applied for tickets for the soccer, well, then it's best that they just stay out of sight.
And out of mind, Madam Premier?
If you put it that way, Tim, yes.
Zimbabwe is looking for a hangman. The last executioner retired in 2004, apparently after struggling with his conscience.
Yeah, Tim. I scheme, you know, that's the job for me, eh?
You do, mister.
Yeah, no, just call me Mr. Hangman. It's better that way, you know. I like to remain, like, anonymous.
I'm not surprised.
And also, I don't like Frikkie. You know, that's my other name.
But you have done this job before, haven't you?
Yeah, back in Pretoria in the 80s, you know. Then the politics almost changed overnight. Everything was different and I was out of a job, you know.
Too bad.
Abandoned by my own country. I mean, I was left to hang out and dry. You get it? It's a joke. Hang out.
You think you have still got what it takes?
Yeah. I know it's been like 20 years or so, but you know, with this kind of work, you know, you soon back in the swing of things. That's another joke. Swing of things. Yeah. Joking is very important, you know, when you're killing people every day.
How do you feel about Zimbabwe?
No problem, you know. If they got the rope, I got the time.
Safa President Kirsten Nemantandani has admitted his organization failed to help Bafana Bafana secure quality opposition in Germany as they prepare for the World Cup.
It's problem, yes, Jim, but my friend, I'm a Boki coach, Peter. He's got some help. I can see them, you know, I do know Carlos here. If your Bafanas want a strong team to play against, why not my guys, you know? But this rugby team is not good. It's not good. Okay, then you just get your bloody Berliners to play against Buckies, you know, all by himself. I mean, grow some balls instead of just kicking them, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's maybe. I mean, dude, your bloody guys, they mustn't be such a bunch of mobs.
Language coach, we can't use that word here.
Yeah, okay, Tim, I'm sorry, man, but you know, never mind. It's a very simple sissy word anyway. I mean, for the flippant ballet dancing, what's it? What's it? What's it?
As the official opposition, I demand that you answer your phone this instant. Insubordination will not be tolerated. And by the way, do you have a valid license? How much does your phone cost? I will have your lifestyle investigated, you know that. Pick up your phone.
Did you see that story in Zimbabwe? They are advertising for a hangman.
Oh, Desmond, that is terrible.
Yes, Tata, you know, in the maximum security prison, they haven't had a hangman there for 5 years.
I hope they never fill the position.
Amen, Tata, amen.
You know, being on death row is awful. It doesn't matter at which end of the rope you find yourself.
I believe you, Tata, I believe you, but there is a small sign of hope.
There is?
Yes, Tata, they have been advertising this job for 5 years and no one wants it.
No one?
No one, and even though there is massive unemployment and everyone is hungry in Zim, this is one job that no one wants.
That is good, Desmond. But it is nevertheless still terrible for these people on death row up there.
Opposition leader Helen Zille says the country has become a criminal state, with the ruling party trapped in a corruption gridlock.
Yes, Tim. The ANC is obviously cracking up. It's coming apart as members fight each other to enrich themselves.
You believe the situation is serious, Mrs. Zille?
Most certainly, Tim. Racial tension is increasing.
Where are the criminals?
Beg your pardon?
I am ready for action. Bring the criminal rubbishes here. Shoot first, second, and third, me and Big Mama here.
Big Mama?
General, that thing's not loaded, is it?
You making the joke, Tim? We are primed for action here. Where are the perpetrators?
Over at Latuli House, I imagine.
Okay, boys, let's hit them while they... Are you making troubles here, madam?
No, not at all.
It looks like you are, madam.
A forensic investigation has revealed that an apparently racist email sent by a senior official with the Western Cape government is a fraud.
Yes, Tim, very definitely. I mean, this email is clearly part of a smear campaign against the Democratic Alliance.
Do you have evidence to support that claim, Mrs. Zille?
Well, as you know, emails record the date and the time they were sent. When this one was sent, the official concerned was in the air on a flight to Johannesburg. How could he possibly have sent it?
But aren't the spelling errors and the letters a dead giveaway, Mrs. Zille?
No, Tim, that's pretty standard with the emails we get from these guys.
I see. The AWB has met with the police to discuss their unhappiness with the investigation into the killing of Eugene Blanche. Our roving dung beetle Mahindra has more details.
Thank you, Tim. I have here with me Mr. Beki Tseli, the National Police Commissioner.
General.
Oh, I'm sorry, General, sir. If I may ask, General Tseli, sir, what were the concerns of these supporters of the late Mr. Blanche?
They are worried about the sex.
The sex, General, sir. What sex?
The sex that Mr. Blanche was having with the pants down. We have seen the evidence.
What evidence, General, sir?
There was much evidence all over that place.
Now, General, sir, it would seem that the lawyers for one of the accused is unhappy that the police have released this evidence, and there are complaints of leaks.
No, it was Mr. Blanche that released this evidence when he was having the sex, and there is no leak. It is only the media who are making the leak with their probes.
But surely...
Don't
General...
argue. If you want to argue, argue with Big Mama here. Big bang boom.
Thank you, General Tseli, sir. Reporting from Fendersdom, this is Mahendra Ravi.
A senior ANC official in Gauteng has said that those striking municipal workers who went on the rampage in central Johannesburg must pay for the millions of rands damage to property they caused.
What rubbish, Tim?
No, really. This ANC official, Dumisan Tuli, has said that workers must face the law.
No, Tim, you are not understanding me. Look at this rubbish here. It is very good rubbish.
Good rubbish?
Yes, Tim. When we throw it in a street and turn over the garbage, it is making for a very powerful statement.
What statement would that be?
That we are not invisible as workers. You want us to pick up the rubbish, but we are on strike. And when you see the rubbish, you will remember the struggle of the workers.
But you will just have to pick it up again, won't you, when the strike is over?
Yes, Tim, it's job creation. Very important.
Why are we doing this? Because here we can. From me and the team is Hamburger. Goodbye and Futsek.